It is February 24th, the day before we are leaving to go on our vacation. Got lots to say about that. Anyway, so about 8:20, Tia left for her hour-long kettlebell amped masterclass that they were doing at the Malden. Oh my god! Like 10 seconds into this and I'm already yawning. At the Malden Fitness Center down near her old studio, and I emphasized that it was an hour-long class because she didn't get home until like 12:15. So, anyway, at 10:45, the first thing I did was I composed a letter, basically a message, a phone message, to Dr. Donovan. So you can see that right here. I basically tried to say everything that I needed to say and make sure that all the details were here, because I needed him to understand how my tooth felt. Because before he was saying, well, we might need to send you to Dr. Babotis because it might be an abscess. It's not an abscess. It's literally right where you did the surgery. Because I can grit my teeth, but if anything touches it, it's like sheer agony. And that's only after. I didn't have this problem before. I only had it after. So, anyway. So I sent that message at about 10:45-ish. And I was hoping that... Well, I sent Linda a message immediately following that. Let's see here. I said I just left a 2-part message at on the office phone at the dentist's office. Please listen to it today sometime and let me know. Thanks. I won't bother you again on this phone because this is her private phone number. So hopefully I will hear back from them. That's what, at that point in time, that's what I was hoping. So 10:15 rolls around. Well, hold on a second. After I did that, then I went down and I started cleaning the kitchen because Katie's coming over to watch her dogs and she's going to be staying here and we don't want a messy house. So I started scouring the kitchen. So I cleaned the kitchen, then which is mostly clean from yesterday, then I started working on the floor. That was a chore. And I continued to work on the floor until Tia got home. Anyway, so 12:15 rolls around and Tia gets home finally. And I was like, well, where were you? I thought your class was only like an hour long. She goes, well, I wanted to stay around and talk to people. Which I get. I mean, I was just messing with her. I just thought it was funny that she was like, I will be home before I go to my next thing. So we found that big old thing of eggs that I had broken the other day. Well, I put all the broken ones into one of the glass Tupperwares that I had. And basically we took all of those, there was like 6 of them, and put it in a big pan, and she cooked it up, and then we added whatever was left of the turkey, the lunch meat turkey that we're using for salads, put that into it, and it actually turned out really good. Really good. Oh, and she had a cheese. So it was really good. But anyway, at about 12:30, while we were cooking, I received a text from Linda from Dr. Donovan's office, person that I had texted before. She said, Brandon, I'm out of town. Just come around 10. We will work you in for him to check it out. Like fireworks went off in my head. I was like, thank you. Because I told them in that message over there, I'm going on vacation. I cannot, like, I can barely eat. I have to keep chewing on this side because if anything gets on this side and touches that spot, it is sheer agony. So hopefully when I get over there tomorrow, he'll check it out, he'll patch it up, and I won't have any further issue. I hope. Anyway, while we ate, we watched Michael K's hour-long Saturday morning live stream that he does. And when I finished eating, the live stream was only about 20 minutes in. However, I wanted to complete the kitchen. And I was to the point where I was actually about to start mopping the floor. So I went in and started mopping it while the live stream was playing, and Tia was watching the live stream. However, as she did, Tia fell asleep while she was watching. And I went in at one point and I was just like, hey, Tia, what did he just say? Because he said something, and I was like trying to get her to confirm what he just said. She was like, oh, no, I think I fell asleep. She did. So, about 2:26, I say about because I have the video evidence, 2:26, Tia left for her Zumba event at Tanglewood Middle with Nunley. Let's see, while this is like a 6-minute period of time here, my phone was upstairs, like literally sitting right there, and I was downstairs, and apparently she was calling me, and obviously I didn't hear it because it was up here, not to mention it was also on vibrate, but I didn't realize that. She said, why didn't you pick up your phone? I was like, I'm sorry, it was upstairs. And she was like, what if I had died? You wouldn't have even known. But I don't really know why she needed to call me, because she just needed to come home. Basically, she forgot the key that I had gotten set for her to give to Katie, because Katie's watching our dogs, and Katie said, bring me a key. Well, I put the key on her purse, which I thought she had taken with her. She did not. So I gave her the key. She took off again, and while Tia was out, I finished cleaning the kitchen. I wiped down all the cabinets so they're all nice and clean, and I gave both dogs a bath. Now they're all nice and fluffy and soft. And then I scoured the bathroom. I wasn't going to do anything in that bathroom until I had given those dogs a bath. So the dogs have their bath, and now that bathroom is spotless. Check that out in a second. Bathroom is spotless. So, oh, yay, my mom just sent me money, so I have money for vacation. Woo, woo. I need to put that in PayPal right now over to my bank account, so I have it for vacation. Woo, disappear. Okay. So, 5:07, Tia got home from her Zumba thing with Nunley, and she took a shower and sat on the floor with Fidget, because Fidget was shivering up a storm. While she was in the shower, I sent my numbers to my mother, which I just said. My mother texted me. She said, don't forget to send me your numbers because we need to do it before Dad falls asleep. Well, it is 2:01 in the morning, and my mother just sent me a message that says, hey, your dad just sent you, or we just sent you your money. Because, see, right here. Money sent. So now I need to be the mom and say, text me when you get there, where you're going. Have fun and be safe. And I will say, thanks a million. I will text you when I get there. We're heading to Marion first tomorrow afternoon, then to Disney on Tuesday, leaving at 5 a.m. Enol. Yikes. So I just sent a text message while I was doing my live stream. Whatever. So anyway, let me see if I can get through the rest of this real quickly. So I was gonna say, hopefully she sends me the money. So anyway, I got in the bed while Tia was on the floor down there, and she was on the floor with Fidget because Fidget was shivering because she was still wet from her bath. You know, hours later. It was just her butt and whatnot. But you know, the house was a little chilly. Tia said, I was procrastinating on packing. She's like, I don't know why I'm procrastinating so hard on packing. Like, I want to get it done. And, you know, it's supposed to be fun, but she just doesn't want to get to us. I guess it'll become too real at that point that we're going to be gone. But I looked at her, I was like, hey, why don't we procrastinate together by doing it? In a surprising twist, she asked, are you clean? Unfortunately, I was not ready for that response because if I had been clean, maybe we would have done it. However, unfortunately, I was not clean because I had been cleaning the house all day, sweating. I was in the shower with the dogs, cleaning them, and then, you know, and I never finished afterwards, and I was not a clean boy. So I was like, no. So basically, we just laid on the bed together and just talked, and eventually I said, okay, let's start packing, because at this point it was probably like 30 minutes later, and I was like, okay, we need to start packing because otherwise we're never going to get it done. And because we're leaving for Marion tomorrow at some point, hopefully after I get back from the dentist or whatever. So we're leaving sometime tomorrow. It's probably going to be tomorrow afternoon, probably later than we want. And then on Tuesday at 5 a.m., we're going, as you saw in the text message, we're going to head down to Disney. So I got my stuff together pretty quickly, or at least most of it. I didn't get all of it, but I got most of it together, like all my clothes, not my other junk and camera and all that kind of stuff. And you saw me playing with this. These are batteries that I make sure I bring. But Tia, on the other hand, she was having major issues figuring things out. I mean, that bed is a mess. She doesn't know what she wants to bring. So now, on top of that, she said that she was like, I don't know why I'm not into it. I'm not getting into doing. She's like, I just feel weird. I don't know what it is. And I was like, I think I might know what's going on here. She's probably having this unconscious pre-annual pass buyer's remorse. I understand that because I had the same ones, and it got worse whenever I realized that I had done the math wrong. However, if I hadn't done the math wrong and realized it and fixed it, we would have gotten down there and been like, oh snap. So now we have everything set. But I honestly think that's what it is. And then I assured her, we have the money. The money's not the issue. I mean, unless when we get down there, their math is completely different than my math, which is really going to piss me off because I know down to the cent how much we've paid and how much we still owe based on what they said it costs right now. So unless something weird like that happens, we have the money we need to buy the annual passes. And then she said, but we could put that money towards something else more productive, like a student loan or the rest of the credit card payment or something. And I was like, yeah, we could do that. Or we could do something for us. You know, we could also put, you know, all that money we spend at Chick-fil-A, you know, we could put that towards it. Or all that money you spend on Zuma, we could put that towards it. Or all that money we're doing this and that and whatever it is, we could put that towards it. This is just something for us. We never do anything for us. So, I mean, if she at the last minute says, I don't want to do it, I will understand and I will be fine with that. However, I don't want her to think that it's because of one of those other issues. Because really, I mean, unless she really just doesn't want to do it, then I have no problem with it. I mean, of course I would want to put that towards something else, but I mean, pay it off now or pay it off in 20 days. I mean, it's the credit card, basically. I don't know. I'm just using that as a reference point. But I hope I calmed her down. I very much understand where she's coming from. And I did have the pre-annual pass buyer's remorse going, do we really need to get it? Are we really going to end up going that many times? I mean, really, if we go a couple of times, we'll pretty much pay for it. It'll pay for itself. However, what if we don't? But we will. And if we get them now, next year we get a discount. And the discount next year might end up being the same price as this year. However, we'll get to that when we come to that. So we were both hungry. We had this whole conversation while we were cooking. We had to figure out what to eat, though. There's nothing in the fridge. Like, everything is gone right now. We wanted to make sure there's not really a lot in there other than some stuff in the freezer. And I was like, what do we have in the freezer? I looked, and we had frozen hamburger meat. And we had taco seasoning. And we have sour cream. And we have salsa. And we have chips. She was like, you want to make chips maybe with, taco seasoned meat? And I was like, sure. So that's what we had. And while we ate, we watched some TV shows that we needed to catch up on. A vampire show, whatever it's called, The Passage. And then she started to doze off while we were watching the second show. What was it called? I don't remember what it was called. I don't know. The one with Brad Garrett, where they're all parents. So I put Tia in the bed, and then I came up into the office and I started working on trying to figure out my camera, because we're going to be using it to start our vlog. And I'm filming this. But that's pretty much it. This is probably going to be my last one of these. Maybe. I say maybe. This might be one of my last one of these until I get back. I'm going to try to film some while I'm down there, some of these, but I'm not sure. Hopefully I will. But until that time, until I figure out what I'm doing, I will see you later.